doing?
It's been a minute, I know, but cut me some slack. Today is my 29th birthday. And let me just say that year 28 has been the worst year of my life. I know that seems very extreme, and I'm a little uncomfortable even saying that, even like just speaking that into the universe. Because when you think about it, things can always get worse. Things can always get worse. And I know exactly how blessed I am. I think about it and thank God for my blessings every single day. But definitively, without argument, if you know me, and as much as I know me, comparing and contrasting year over year in my lifetime, year 28, glad it's over. I want so badly to get into every single thing, but honestly, this video would be hours and hours long if I tried to go into the depths of all that I have been through in business and my personal life throughout this past year. So I'm not gonna do that, not on my birthday. But what I will do is promise to tell my story just as I have over the, what has it been, almost 10 years on YouTube. I keep it very real on this channel. I'm very transparent. I've shared a lot, pretty much all of my journey throughout my childcare business management experience, from working as someone else's. Actually, I haven't shared much about being an employee at a daycare before I started everything, so maybe that's something I can dip into in the future. But I've definitely shared my journey from when I started as a home daycare provider through opening my first center-based location, number 2 and number 3. And I will continue to share as I go through things, or probably a little bit after I go through things. Let me get through it first so I have some lessons to share, because that's what this channel is about. It's about me taking my experiences, learning from them, and helping you guys to avoid making the same mistakes. And also just to be inspired, because it's not just mistakes that I share. I also share the successful endeavors that I've gone through. I've also shared I share everything, okay? So with that said, because so much negativity has transpired over the past 12 months, and with it being my birthday, I don't even want to get into it. But what I will say is that I am super excited for what's to come. I'm a dreamer. I always have had big dreams. And today specifically, I have really been thinking about where I want to be in the next 12 months. Because in 12 months from now, I'll be turning 30. And I don't want anybody to be worried about me, or thinking that there's having conspiracies. Everything is fine. In the grand scheme of things, everything is absolutely fine. My 3 centers are up and running. We have a really great, and this is the best September we have ever had, as far in terms of enrollment. We're at a point where we're looking for staff. We need the staff so that we can comfortably take on more enrollments. We have wait lists for several of our classrooms across all of our centers, and I'm truly grateful for that. I really do not like having to come on here and explain that I've been going through a hard time, because truthfully, I know a lot of people love to see it. And I hate to give it to you, but it's the truth. Like, I really don't care. I really have been struggling mentally and emotionally and physically over the past few months, and I needed something to be busy with that was going to make me feel good. And I realized I haven't been making content. And like, you might be wondering, like, how is that going to make you feel good if you have all these things going on? But honestly, it does. It makes a huge difference in my life being able to be active, specifically here on YouTube, because thinking about it, YouTube is where I feel the most appreciated. As crazy as that might sound, and I don't want any of my friends or family to take that the wrong way. It's just thinking about the value that I bring. Well, I'm not even going to try to justify the way that I feel. It's just the truth. And I'll explain why. With this channel, I could stop making content for months at a time, which I often do. And, but still, every other day, my phone will ding and I'll have messages from people talking in my comment section from videos I did years and years ago, thanking me for creating the videos, or just telling me how much my videos have inspired you to go on and start your own childcare business, or asking questions. And like, it blows my mind that, like, honestly, if you're into YouTube analytics, and if you were to look at the back end of my YouTube channel, you'll notice that my top performing videos day after day, videos with thousands and thousands, or at this point probably over, I wonder if some of them have over 100,000 views, are videos I did years and years ago, like 6, 7, 8 years ago. But people go on there, you guys go on there and tell your stories and express gratitude and tell me that, you know, you're excited about where you are going, or ask questions, or you'll talk to each other and inspire each other. Like, my YouTube comments have become a community on some of my videos, and I don't always remember how important it is for me to continue making these videos. Honestly, probably until I get on a consultation and that's usually the first thing someone brings up if I have a new client. They'll say, I saw your video where you were talking about X, Y, and Z, or I've been watching you for years, or blah, 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 blah. Like, and every time I'm just like, oh, thank you so much, and like try to keep it cute, but I want to cry inside because that means a lot to me, and I forget. So today, in celebration of my 29th birthday, I could not think of anything better to do, and I wouldn't want to do anything other than get back on my YouTube channel and continue efforts in making content, because I know that you guys appreciate it and that you want it, and that I keep promising it and I'm never bringing it. So one thing that I want to do for year 29 is be consistent and make sure that I follow through with my promises, and make sure that I only promise what I can actually offer. I always tell clients that are willing to spend money with me, I will never overpromise and underdeliver for someone that is spending money with me. So I often say no to a lot of paid projects, because if it's not realistic as far as what I have time for, or if it's not something that I feel like I can deliver with quality, I'm going to respectfully decline. But I don't really set that same standard when it comes to YouTube, because it feels like while I'm making this video, I'm talking to a camera with nobody else in the room. It doesn't feel like I am speaking to anybody or promising a real person something. But when you look at the numbers and when you look at the comments and when someone books me for a consultation, and that re-inspires me to continue to do it. At this point, I know that I'm just rambling. I know this has absolutely nothing to do with childcare or my birthday or the experiences I've gone through over the past few months. So if you've clicked out by now, that's fine. But I'm really just trying to get back into the practice of making content for you guys because I really want to do it. This video is the first of many that are about to follow in the upcoming weeks because I have scheduled to film the rest of that content today and tomorrow, and I will make sure to batch record different topics that you guys I know will get great value from and post it out over several weeks so you will see what is to come. I am still, and even throughout my trials and tribulations, I have made myself available for clients that are interested in booking consultations with me. You can, at any point, you can book with me to speak to me privately at your convenience on childcaresites.com/Dani Christine. You can click the link in the description of this video to head straight there, and I would be glad to help you on your childcare business journey, whether you are just starting out or if you need some help with policy and procedure development or marketing or enrollment building or management practices, things like that. I'm happy to help you with, especially if you're just starting out, because that's where I really find joy. I also recently had a client push me to do, like, I don't even know what I would call this because this is the first time I'm ever doing it. After telling them no several times, they like negotiated me down to signing on with them kind of as a virtual business manager. So I'm working with them for a 3-month term. And it's so cool because it's a client that's all the way across the country and 3 hours behind in time for me. So when I'm done with my center's work day, I can like focus on helping them with theirs. But it's my first 5-figure client. And like, see, like something like that alone reminds me that even though I might feel like my world is crumbling around me, having someone basically beg me to pay me to help them, relaunch their business, I don't know, like that's truly a blessing. But anyway, I would love to continue doing what I'm doing with that client with other people because I actually really enjoy it. I'm basically interviewing staff for them virtual. Everything is virtual. Interviewing staff for them, onboarding their staff, developing their online presence, building out their website, and helping them with the recruitment of new children and training their leadership team. That's pretty much the gist of what's going to be going on in the 3 months. And the client encouraged me to do it because they were like, well, you do it right now for your own centers, meaning that because my argument to them was that, I'm not in your state. I can't help you on a day-to-day basis. I can't interview staff. I can't do this or that, whatever, because I'm not physically there. I'm nowhere close. But then they reminded me, well, you do everything for your business from a different state. And I was like, you're right. So It's been going great so far. We're about halfway through the 3-month term, and once this term ends, I'm considering taking on another client. If you would like that to be you, it's not a program, it's not a coaching program, it's not a scheduled thing, it's just daily access to me, and me basically building out your leadership team and your procedures, um, specifically around marketing and enrollment building and policy development. I can maybe do that for you too. I don't have anywhere on my website where you go to find it because I'm not sure what to call it. I'm not even 100% sure that it's something I'm going to want to redo again after this term is over. But if you are interested at all and understand, I'm straight up from now, it is a 5-figure investment, leave your email, or you can email me. My email will be in the description box. If you are in need of a really hands-on consulting experience where I help you with hiring, enrollment building, marketing, and so on and so forth, everything else I just mentioned, send me an email and we can talk about whether or not it's right for you, and it will be temporary. I cannot promise long extended periods of time. This just so happens to be a not busy 3-month term that that he caught me in. So we can schedule that for you too if it makes sense. But anyway, this was just a little update video to say that I'm alive. I have survived this down time in my life, and I'm super excited for what is to come. I promise that I will explain in more detail all the experiences that I have gone through, specifically the business experiences. I'm not sure if I want to get on here and start talking about my personal life as yet, because even though it might feel good to get it out right now, I don't know if my future self would appreciate all my business being spilled online for nearly 20,000 subscribers to see. But speaking of that, another thing that I'm super excited about is how rapidly this YouTube channel is growing on a daily basis. I can't believe that we are approaching 20,000 subscribers, especially because I'm not making the content that you guys are expecting. And it just really warms my heart to see that you would still subscribe and you still show support on a day-to-day basis. You still comment, you still look for me. I just love you guys. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all your support over the years. Please accept my apologies for my absence over the past few months, and get ready for a whole lot more content and the relaunch of this YouTube channel for the billionth time. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.